Okay, YouTube. So in the last tutorial we ran into that problem with navigation. So when I click on home, everything is fine, that's cool. When I click first time on about, it's cool, but next time I got this problem with path, with navigation. So absolutely same thing with contact page. Once it's cool, next time it doesn't work. We have page not found 404 error. So how to solve this? Well, some people will say that I can solve this issue using classical pure HTML approach to navigation, which means that here I will use two dots in this specific case and slash. And let's actually do that here. It will not take us a lot of time. So I will just copy paste this link to other pages. It will be in a couple of seconds. So I will not waste too much of your time. Okay, I think that, yeah, that's it. So let's go now to our page, and because our server is running constantly, it's a Django thing, it runs constantly, we can go to home now and everything is fine. And let's actually observe status messages here. So see, refresh, 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 and everything is fine. Home, 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 that's cool. So we are accessing root of our web site, I mean home page index in a term of PHP and HTML index page. And when I click on about, so it works. I have path and I have contact from about page. When I switch to contact, it works. So content from contact page and path, so that works. But you know, some people will say, and they are true, that this is not the Django way of doing things. So what is the Django way? How to solve this issue? Well, we're gonna learn something new about Django right now. And that is how to substitute these hard-coded links, paths, URLs into dynamic thing. It's not important because we have hard-coded HTML pages here. There is not too much of dynamic thing in background, so we are not connected to database, we are not pulling some data from it. We're just trying to learn here how to mess around dynamically with links in Django way. So what's the new syntax? What's the new approach? Well, we'll learn this, okay? One bracket, another bracket, and in between percent symbols. And in between URL, and this is constant, okay, this left side is constant, right side is a constant, URL is a constant. That's the Django way of doing things. So you must type that every time when you are linking things dynamically into Django. After that you will point that to somewhere, and that will be home in this case. What is this home? Well, this is the handle of our home page, or our view function that will lead to home page. Because you see, this is the beauty of Django routing. When you go to URLs file, you will see that we have dedicated handles here, and they are useful right now when we are messing around with templates. So we will just use handles because it's really simple. You just state one short word, and then all changes here in views, when you are changing those views, if you need it, that will be automatically dynamically applied. So you don't need to type into your what's the term, template or HTML page, you don't need to type this long stuff, views dot that page, views dot that then other page. You just use handle. And every time when you change one of those, that will be automatically done. And we will actually play around with that a little bit, but let's go to template and let's solve our issue. So same thing for about page. Brackets, curly brackets, percent symbols, URL, and that will lead to about handle for about page or about view. And same thing here for contacts. So URL, and that will lead to contact page. So let's just briefly copy paste this to another pages. Okay, so our system is running constantly, no issues, zero silenced, so that's cool. Okay, let's go to our website, kind of website, which is basically navigation. When I click on home, that works, on about, that works, on contact, that works, and we can immediately interchange things, so everything is working fine. So you have learned now Django way how to do stuff. Now I was talking about playing around a little bit. Well, let's say you have some Django site on internet in your company or in your house, whatever you do, and you wanna play around with your colleagues, with the people around you a little bit, and you are in, charged for the administration of your internet website. And maybe one day for 1st April you will say, well, let's just point them to one page. So you will not change these titles here like home and about and contact. You will do that funny thing in the routing section. So we will go to URLs and we will say that it is not important because we are using those handles in templates, which is normal. Now we will play around here and let's point our users on internet, for example, to same page. See how that is easy to do? Classical example how handles are useful. So let's go to our website. System is running and refresh. Home, so they are on home. When they click on about, they will still be on the same path, and they will click again and again over and over again, but they will be on the same home page. And same things for contacts. Okay, see, the path changes. They're using these URLs, these links, but they're on the same page. So that's kind of funny thing to do to your colleagues or whatever you are doing. And if you observe the status messages here, you will see also changes here. For example, okay, home. Sorry, I'm typing that a little bit faster. About page. Something's happening with my system. Oh, let me just restart that. Come on. Okay, that's cool. So now we need to see those changes. Home, that's cool. About page. See, we have them into status, we have them into paths, but they are on the same page. When you check source, same page, same content from home page. Cool stuff. Anyway, I don't want to play around too much because I need to render this and to have these videos less than 10 minutes, because more on that's pretty much boring to watch even for me. And let's switch that to normal operations. Okay, so about here and contact here. And yet another thing, what if you want to define some other routes here? So when user type, for example, root, for some reason, I don't know, it's really not important, you wanna also that user to switch to home page. So it's really easy thing to do. Just type same principle here. So when they access root, just send them to home, for example. And handle will be obviously home because that's what we are using into our template. So system is running, zero silenced. Okay, let's go to root, and if everything is fine, they must see heading here. I don't know what's happening with, oh yeah, that's it. I just need to be patient a little bit, but basically I'm not. So let's run again our server. Okay, see, when they are into root, they are into heading, I mean on home page. And again, and about, and contact, and then home, and they are into root. Funny stuff. Anyway, I don't want to play around anymore. Let's delete this path. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you will need to restart this Django server, but if you're patient enough, you you can, wait 5 or 6 seconds to all changes be applied. But I'm not patient enough, so anyway. I'm going to render and see you next tutorial.